What's happening today, Guardians? I wanted to bring this up to your attention, which is, of course, a massive riot going on Reddit. Not really a massive riot, just a bunch of people that are pretty much, well, unanimously agreeing upon the fact that skill-based matchmaking in Destiny is, well, broken. Now, I'm not jumping on any side of the road here, fellas. I'm not saying skill-based matchmaking is broken or unbroken. I'm just going to give you a little bit of my own opinions upon it, and we'll elaborate a little bit about that. So skill-based matchmaking, essentially in a perfect world, you get matched up with people of equivalent skill of yours, and as you progress down the road of becoming great in the Crucible, you of course rise up in the skill-based matchmaking lobbies, going against tougher opponents, battling against different enemies of greater skill, and honing your own skills. That is in the perfect world of skill-based matchmaking. Now, what fucks people in skill-based matchmaking is, well, they don't necessarily have the skill sets to go against people that is, of course, ranking them at a certain skill level, which is tough. That is tough, especially if you come off of year one, maybe had past season stats, and decide to jump back into things, and all of a sudden get fucked over. Well, you know, it's gonna be a rough couple of weeks for you. But don't worry, skill-based matchmaking is a way of working it out. Eventually, you'll be lower down a few tiers, and you'll be fighting people on your own skill level. And as you progress and get better, you'll be back into the upper leagues. Now let's go and hit up a little bit about skill-based matchmaking. I'll just give you a little brief history of my own. This was my last season stats, which was horrible, but this is my stats. Now I'm not sitting there trying to brag upon my stats. I'm just giving you my 2 cents on skill-based matchmaking. Now, showing you from what you see right here in these lobbies, man, and where I'm at as far as elos go, which is very much how they set things up as far as skill-based matchmaking goes. I can tell you right now, I deal with a lot of players that are extremely good in this game, man. You know, anywhere from the top, you know, 2, 3, 4 player in Rumble or whatever else, man, in Clash Control, you're gonna run into those guys, especially when you start to do really, really well and start getting your rankings up. Now here's the other side of things. If you're, I guess, a competitive player, this is a good thing for you. It's giving you a chance to go against really high skill players. It's giving you a chance to really hone your skills to when you actually do play competitively, when you're able to rock out. Now, for the amateur player, for the casual player, which is a lot of us, there's a lot of casual players. I feel for the casuals, man. Especially if you are a pretty decent casual, but not enough to sink in a bunch of hours per day to become a great player. Now, I've said it from the very beginning that skill-based matchmaking needs to be split. Then there needs to be a ranked and social playlist. So where if I wanted to play casually, just join the social list. If I wanted to play ranked, join the ranked playlist. But here's the thing. I was completely against skill-based matchmaking for such a long time. Until I got on and saw my wife playing Destiny with me. See, my wife started playing Destiny, and she's not really a huge first-person shooter, okay? But I really wanted her to get into Destiny. I wanted her to really like Destiny. And then all of a sudden, she was coming upstairs in our game room, and before I know it, she was just kind of getting online by herself and loading herself out and going into Crucible and having a damn good time. She was getting Nova Bomb kills and was laughing and over there cursing to herself, but having a good old time. And I realized something real quickly, that skill-based matchmaking serves a purpose. See, when I see stuff like that and I see her enjoying her Crucible experience, that tells me that many of the other casuals here in Destiny that are especially new to this game are able to enjoy the Crucible. And that's good, man. And so be it if I gotta sweat it out and deal with the higher end players. I asked for it. I asked for it by being as, you know, I'm not saying I'm a good player, but by doing well in multiple matches, I cannot expect Bungie to keep matching me up with the same old players. They're gonna match me up with better players to, of course, even the odds as far as win rates go. Now let's talk a little bit here where the fault should lie. I don't think the fault should lie with skill-based matchmaking. I don't think that's really where we need to be pinned up against, and removing it in its entirety is what we need to do. I think skill-based matchmaking definitely serves a purpose. I think it needs to stay. But I can tell you where the frustration needs to lie is with some of the weapon loadouts in this game. aka universal fucking remote. Okay, just pointing that out. I can guarantee, for the most part, if you have raged in a game before, I can tell you a lot of the reasons might be because there's this universal remote on the other end. I'm just telling you. Now, granted, I don't necessarily just run into a hard time with universal a bunch, but it does make me rage. For the casual player, countering uni with Jugger Shields is a difficult task, man. And so I get that. You know what I'm saying? But at the same token, I can't be mad at skill-based matchmaking because there's just some slutty loadouts, some slutty setups that I have referred to in the past. Invisible shotgun runners, you know what I mean? Double storm callers. Hell, I use double storm callers. I'm just letting you know. I use it sometimes. Double melees, I mean. You know, I'm guilty of it. We're guilty of it. When you get to the point when you're doing so well and you're having to battle people all the time that are running jug shields against you and shit like that, man, no backup plans, you gotta have something to counter everything. And normally the way you counter something is becoming nastier than they are. And, you know, you can take the high road all you want, but I can guarantee it, in many situations, whatever your weapon loadouts is, makes a huge difference. You can only have so much gun skill, man. It all comes down to the little stuff, the little details. So, as far as being the way skill-based matchmaking system is right now, sure, I believe definitely social and ranked playlist needs to be a thing. Needs to be a thing here in Destiny. It was a thing in Halo, it needs to be a thing here. I don't think skill-based matchmaking needs to be removed. But I think some of the things that are, of course, the stupid setups, man, the setups that we all seem to bitch about, it's pretty unanimous. You know what I'm saying? I think those need to be the things to address. So whenever I see a Reddit post and I see people attacking Bungie for the matchmaking system, part of me just wants to say, I don't think that's going to fix the problem. I think the thing that needs to fix it is we need to look at the source of the problem, which is not necessarily skill-based matchmaking, but again, guys, the loadouts that we see repetitively that are just fuck loadouts. You know where I'm coming from. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to bring that to your attention. I know it's rough out there. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you right now, my best advice for you whenever you hit those matches that is just a pain in the ass, my best advice is remember to play just to get better. True Vanguard put it in a great way the other day. He said, you know, play to get better, don't play to win. And I know that sounds crazy because you're thinking, well, you want to play to win, but you're focused so much on winning. You're not this, you know, you're drawing your attention away from what you're truly trying to do in Destiny. You're just trying to become a better player, and you know, focus on becoming a better player. But as soon as you hit down that road of things going south, bad games happening one after another, man, just take a break, dude. Just take a break. You know, I know I'm hard-headed. I'm an extremely hard-headed person, man. I start to get, you know, really like dig down, man. I'm staying in the lobby. I'm like, fuck these guys. I'm coming for them. I'm coming for blood. You know what I'm saying? But it's always best to just not go full tilt, man. Take a break. You know, go do something. Go eat, man. Go eat. Go, man. I'm a dude. As soon as things start going bad, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to go get some nachos. So, I mean, I go and get myself something to eat real quick. Life gets a lot better when you eat something. You know what I mean? Anyways, fellas, that's just something I wanted to get out to y'all. Just wanted to talk to y'all about that. It's a problem, I know. But again, let's hit the source, man. Not what this skill-based matchmaking that obviously helps those casuals out there that are very much new to the game. I think it's those guys that are in between that gets really screwed. The guys in between being like almost above average to extremely good players. I think those are the guys that really get messed with. And, you know, at the same token, you can take it as I hate this experience, but at the same time, you can also take it as obviously my stats reflect that I'm a good enough player to be matched up with these tryhards. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. That's just something to be kind of proud of if you want to know my opinion about it. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for coming and watching. I'll catch y'all later.